Good evening and welcome to Inside the Rookery. I was going to say the episode number and title, but it's not in the title today because this is a special episode of our EU Part 2 Exo-planet Boogaloo with the title says Tom Toner, but it is of course Casper Gion, the author, who has brought along his book. Show his book. Excellent. Apologies if we call you Tom by accident.
No, that's fine. I am Tom.
Well, you are Tom,
but I'm also Casper.
for the
confusing.
purposes of tonight, you are Casper.
Yeah.
The Casper's book is in the chat there, and so we're on part 2 of the extreme wildcard world building that Casper does. We've put up a summary on the Patreon of what we built last time. It's up on the blog if you want to go and have a read of it. I'll do a very quick summary just now, but hopefully a lot of you were here last time, so you know where we are. Last time we went through an interactive session where all of us, me and Andy and everyone in the chat, popped suggestions in as we went through a structured process to build a star and an exoplanet and populations of that exoplanet. We ended up developing an exoplanet that was alive, a massive hibernating creature that usually lives in hyperspace but has dropped out of there and has somehow become trapped here and is now being exploited by miners who themselves in turn are being exploited. We had oceans of sebaceous fluid, which was a hyperspace fuel, but also equally potent aphrodisiac. Yeah. We had miners who were triggering, unbeknownst to them, an immune system because they don't know the planet's alive. The creature's mass disturbs hyperspace, so it's really hard to get off this planet once you get on it. And there are also a moon composed of the planet's excretions, which is home to some pirates. Now, these pirates are themselves an ill-kempt rabble of disaffected, rebellious miners and other wastrels and strays. Or are they? That's what we're here to answer today.
This is what we're going to find out. Yeah. We don't know about pirates yet.
Take us through what we're going to do today.
Okay. Hello, returning viewers, and hello, not returning viewers, new viewers. I don't know about words. Yes. So we are doing stream of conscious world building. I call it the wildcard world building, and it's all designed to remove the element of the doubt monster, I call it, that sits on your shoulder when you're writing and you're sort of overthinking what you're doing and you're worried about what readers are going to think. And the stream of consciousness just it lets you work so fast that you're working too fast for the doubt monster to sort of exist or at least register what's happening. So we're going to get this stream of consciousness going. We're going to come up with as many ideas as possible, but we're also going to try and link them so everything is internally consistent. And that is the magic word, internal consistency. But also, there are no wrong answers. So you can shout whatever you want, volunteer whatever you want, and we'll get it up there, and we'll try and work out how it all works. So yeah.
Great. I will be bringing up the comments. Sometimes it is challenging to get all your comments up. If I don't bring them up, it is absolutely not an assertion or a slight on your part that it's bad quality. It's just that it's coming so quickly that last time that I struggled to get through them on. Keep them coming,
and also,
or repeat them, or bring them in.
I can only write at a certain speed, so
exactly. But please do. It'll be we made something like wild and wacky last time altogether, and I'm sure we'll do the same again.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And last time I had no idea what we were going to come up with. I have no idea now what we're going to come up with, and it mirrors my own world building process when I world build in my books, which it's a very long process. I mostly work in notebooks and then take it through to the laptop. And that is the fun for me, is that I don't know what I'm going to come up with. That when I sit down in the morning to come up with something, I have no idea what I'm going to come up with, and that is so exciting for me. I'm addicted to it. And and I hopefully the people everyone who joined last week enjoyed that process, because we didn't know what we were going to what we were going to end up in, what sort of universe we were going to end up in.
Yeah, and I think some authors who are starting out, they start out with an idea for a world they want to write about. This can really help you build that world, bring in things that you maybe didn't expect, like twist some stereotypes, throw in some ideas. and then you can work out what kind of story fits in that world. Or if you're the kind of writer that has a story and a plot you know you want to tell, this can help you because it can help you develop the world that you're going to be able to tell that story in. So I think for both kinds of writers who are starting out, this is a really good technique to just help them build and develop the worlds they're writing in.
Oh yeah, and another key point is that people, it's natural to want to do this, but people were starting to come up with plot ideas very early on. And I deliberately asked people to hold off on the plot so that we could come up with more world building first, and then suddenly the plot was completely different and much more interesting and much richer. So I think it's because world building begets world building, but also world building can generate plot. And so it's very tempting to come in and go, right, well, this is going to happen and that's going to happen and that's going to be the plot. But yeah, I think it's so much more interesting if you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait until it's almost getting ridiculous, and then the plot becomes so much more interesting.
Great. Okay, so we've got pirates who live on a moon that is the excretion of hibernating creatures. Moon poo pirates. So where do we go next? What's the first step that we're going to do?
Right. So actually, I'd forgotten they are still orbiting the. I'm going to stand up so you can see, and I hope the pen's all right. So we're going to move that slightly. This is a much better setup than last week. I'm not. I'm at my friend's house, and they've got a proper wall, unlike my last place. Now I forgot the moon poo pirates are on a moon. Are they on a moon? Is it orbiting the creature itself? Is that what we decided?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what we decided.
So we're going to do that. So the first question I would ask is, how many moons do we have? I mean, you just instantly, how many? Let's say what? 4, 3, 4, 5? What are we doing? 9, 17, 28? How many?
How many moons?
How many moons? And also, like, why would is it just constantly? Is it just floating there, just constantly pooping? In which case, there's going to be it's going to be a ring system, right, of poo, rather than just moons.
Space elevator of poo.
Yeah. What have we got? Yeah. What have we got? We've got a ring. Should we have a ring of poo instead of moons? Poo moons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike, 6.9889. So let's say 7 moons.
I've got poo ring and 7 moons. Poo ring plus 7 moons.
Plus 7 moons.
Okay. Now the poo. I mean, the first question I would ask is the consistency of this poo must
well, it's in space, right? So it must be frozen, right?
Yeah, but I mean, this thing is.
Does it start frozen? Like, my question is, like, because it must be, and apologies for how graphic this is going to get, but it must have to be ejected at a certain degree of force in order to escape the gravitational pull of the planet creature.
Absolutely, yeah.
So maybe there is something like my space elevator joke. Maybe there is something in using it as a way to get off the planet. Maybe that's how some of the miners,
poo ejection rate.
So the initial
that
suggestion
would mean actually it's constantly ejecting poo, which would make sense because it's a living being.
Yeah.
What is it? I can't remember. What's it ingesting to make this poo?
Well, it's not. So the initial suggestion was that it was the excretions of the planet's parents that had long ago moved on. So that's why there was like maybe 1 or 2 massive moons.
Oh, I see. 1 or 2 massive moons. Right,
because
sorry. So we're already off to a bad start because I've forgotten what happened last time.
Yeah, because it's hibernating, so it's not really consuming. Like, it's in a very slow metabolic
but
state.
we can still have a poo ring from the baby.
Oh yeah, for sure, from the baby. Yeah, I think a small poo ring from the baby, but big massive moons.
Small poo ring, massive 7 moons.
And basically, and T Blam has said, so basically, oh funny, I see what you've done there. A volcano somewhere. So yeah, a volcano that spews poo and
a sort of Io moon, right? Yeah. Io volcano poo. Okay, because I think this is important. It's very important to start from the beginning when you're. I mean, these pirates were obviously an important part of the plot. We have to start from the beginning. Oh, there goes the lid, and it's just so much more interesting, I think, if we do that. So, what type of moon are the moon poo pirates from? Give us some types of moon. What have we got? I'm going to drink wine while I wait.
So if they're on one of the excretion moons that was left by the parents, then I think it was so long ago that it's probably solidified into like kind of stone.
Okay, stone moon. I mean, just off the top of my head, you could have a Europa poo moon, which is a sort of stone shell with a kind of liquid poo interior. You're almost like a Lindor, you know?
Oh, shut up. This is the worst. This is the worst day of my life. Yeah, Ricky Chapman agrees with you. Hard on the outside of ice, but it's warmer and softer on the inside of the poop.
Lindor poo, yeah.
It's fine to love Lindor, Lindsay. They're not gluten-free. So
shut up. Right, so Zura, Dev.
Can you not have a Lindor if you're gluten intolerant? That's a shame.
So Zura, Dev, I'm unsure what we've landed in, but it seems quirky. We're doing some extreme wildcard world building here, and this is where we were led in part 1 of this world building. We built
this isn't our fault. This is you guys.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
None of us take any responsibility for this.
Yeah. So different levels of calcification depending on age. Gas giant of crystallized fart. Yes.
I like that.
Most would inhabit
methane rain.
Yeah, most would inhabit the most calcified.
So fart gas giant. Yeah, I love that. Because I mean, it sounds infantile, but actually, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's poo. Like for all we're calling it poo, but it's not necessarily going to be the same consistency as mammal poo on Earth, right?
So no, exactly.
Yeah, these are hyperspace
it's some
creatures.
sort of
They're not
excretion.
like,
It's some sort of secretion or excretion. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So T-Blam says, is there living organism native to the poop asteroid? Send out at the same time as the poop. Good. Well, I don't. So. Probably.
I mean, we're still what I want to work out first is what sort of moons we've got, because we almost have a sort of mini solar system of moons, and we need to work out which moon these things originated on, if they did originate, but where they live, and also because the other moons around them are going to affect their lives as well. So I think it is fun to have a fart gas giant, even though that doesn't actually make any sense, right? Unless that's out elsewhere in the solar system around this. Around, I can't remember. Is the creature the star? The creature surrounded by planets?
It's a neutron star, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a neutron star. Okay. So we got a fart gas giant, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah, and we thought that maybe
that could be a leftover from the parents as well, couldn't it?
Yeah, so we thought that the parents had
big fart
dropped out.
Bubble that sort of plopped up into the
parents. I think we thought maybe had dropped out of hyperspace to feed and had made a mistake, and so they couldn't. So the baby was left because they couldn't get back out because there's not enough energy left in the star or something. I can't remember. It was something like that.
Yeah, that's right. So they left the runt, and it's just been sort of hibernating. Yeah. And sort of pooping.
Crying.
Yes, it was very upset, wasn't it? It was weeping for its parents.
Its tears.
Yeah, and all this sort of suppurating sebaceous cysts all over its body. Yeah, it's horrible, but very sad.
So I think the consensus in the chat is that probably the biggest of the poo moons, the calcified, the old one, is where the pirates are from. That's where they live. Well, not from, because they've moved there, but that's where they live.
It might be the oldest moon. Well, that would make sense because the oldest moon would have the longest chance to evolve life.
Yeah.
So this one has an atmosphere. Are we thinking that? It must do, surely, unless they were sort of burrowed into the surface.
No, I think it has an atmosphere.
What do people want? What do people want?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Because it could be because the poo can be made of anything potentially. It could easily be something that is giving off gas in the way that the other poo does, but it might be giving off gas that is allowing these pirates to breathe.
Yeah, I mean, a sort of methane shell of atmosphere. I mean, but also with the Lindor poo, there could be an aquatic life. The poo pirates could be evolved from aquatic, utterly blind life in the sort of poo ocean.
I think that the pirates didn't we say that they didn't evolve on the moon they had come from?
They use it as a base.
Yeah, they used it as a base because they were they'd come from outside and now they can't get away. Yeah, but they've rejected the capitalist miner ideal and have become pirates. So Ricky has suggested.
Oh right, okay. Well, that's different then.
Yeah, the poop moons were originally a farm to make some food for the workers who are down on the planet mining. But now the pirates...
Is this what we decided last time?
We decided that the pirates were,
okay.
but
Right.
we could.
Well,
but
it's still interesting to create the sort of moon ecosystem.
Yeah. And we certainly said that some of the pirates were miners who had left, but that doesn't
Been
necessarily mean they all
recruited.
are. So,
So recruited by pirates who maybe originally lived on the moon. We could.
Okay.
If we use an internal immune system, or there would similarly be bacterial life on the moons. That's true.
And I'm sure someone had suggested something about like giant tapeworm that
that was on the, but that was on the creature, wasn't it? That was on the runty creature.
Potentially might also be contained within the excretion, but
you could have giant tapeworms just moving between the moons. And that would be quite interesting, and that would spread almost like panspermia. That would spread life around, where they ride on its back or something. I'll put that in there. Giant tapeworms moving between the moons.
Gigoin says to have an atmosphere, it needs a magnetosphere, or the atmosphere would be stripped away by solar winds.
I agree.
T-Blam has suggested, but what if the atmosphere is generated within the frozen exterior?
Yeah, so it keeps replacing itself.
Basically. Oh, okay. But which one are we doing? Is this the Lindor poo or the stone moon? I mean, are they the same? What's going on with this fart gas giant? I'm very interested about this. What's going on here? Because surely there's a lot of resources that they're going to be using that for stuff, right? It's a sump of resources. Do we have a strong pirate presence on the fart gas giant?
Well, presumably only if it's got moons.
I mean, look at all this. All of this is resource rich, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be having a marvelous time all around, doing whatever they want. But we need to work out who they are, where are they from, and what they how they operate, what their MO is.
Part of the problem that we sort of said that the mining operation had was the same hyperspace problem. Was they came here to mine, but it was very hard to then exploit the resources.
But this was the miners, not the pirates, right?
Yeah, but if all hyperspace travel is hard, then I suppose that's a reason why you might have unexploited resources, because you can only exploit them locally, if that makes sense. You can't.
Right. Yeah. So even in this system, there are long journeys.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what have we got? We've got 7 moons. We've got 1 fart gas giant planet, and presumably that has more moons around it. What are they? I mean, this already we've expanded. Already we've expanded our solar system, which is a lot of trouble.
I mean, maybe the poo moons are around the gas giant.
Not around the not around.
Ring is around
right. Yeah. Planet. Okay. So all of this is poo moons, and then the poo ring is around the. Around the creature. Do we have habitats in the ring?
I quite like the idea that people are saying that there were, and that you suggested that there are like tapeworm type creatures and bacteria, because remember we said that the immune system of this creature is much larger than ours.
There was a virus
so the
war going on.
So the bacteria are going to be bigger. They're going to be, so Zeroth Dev has chipped in. If you think like gut bacteria, the organisms could potentially be much larger. Perhaps bugs that range from the size of pirates or potentially even larger. So I think the poo ring probably would have.
I mean, could the pirates be some sort of evolutionary offshoot of the immune system? I mean, it would make sense, right?
Yeah.
This is just a I quite like this. We're going at a slightly more sedate pace than we did last week, and actually, I think it benefits the work. So I mean, are people happy with it? I mean, I've come up with that. If they're an evolutionary offshoot of the immune system, we don't have to have that. We can have whatever you want.
No, that's nice, particularly now that we've sort of separated the moons as being more to do with the residue of the parents rather than the offspring.
Right. Yeah.
They've been here longer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you've got life on the parent poo moons. You've got life in the utterly unrelated life in the ring of sort of
like
baby
less
poo.
Evolved.
Yeah, and
yeah. I think that's a great. I think it's a good idea that it's like most evolved on the stuff the parents left behind, and on the creature, that immune system has never developed its own consciousness or identity because it doesn't need to. So when the miners first came, because when the miners first came, they were like, "Wow, there's life here, but like it's not like sentient." And then I think we said that the pirates came in because it took them a while to get there.
So the pirates should be from the ring, right? Because they are an offshoot of the immune system, because that surrounds the creature.
Yeah, but also they could have been offshoots from the parental if it's parental excretion, so they've had longer to develop.
Ring pirates and also moon pirates, and I mean there could be a gulf of evolutionary distance between the two, because the moon pirates are older.
Yeah, so there's a few things in chat here.
I mean, the difference in technology could be extreme, and also the ring pirates, they don't have to go very far to get onto the creature.
So there's
the moon pirates have to get quite far.
Yeah, there's lots in the chat here. So the gas giant could be used as a main source of fuel for the workers.
I'm going to write all this down. So now we've got chat stuff. I'm going to write it all down. So what we got?
The gas giant is a source of fuel. Leon Grotsky says, we mentioned eco-terrorists before. I think these sorts would be more inclined to want to defend the infant of the creator gods.
Yeah, I like that. Eco-terrorists defend.
So those would be the moon pirates, not the ring pirates.
Exactly. The ones that have been there for much longer, who like almost have a memory of the things that came before.
Mythologize them.
Mythologize the creators.
And that is the moon part. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Keep going. Keep it coming.
Getting out of the pull of the creature planet, you would have great acceleration, but if you have lots of moon poop debris, that would complicate navigation, and fast travel would not be possible there, which would benefit the pirate who could attack slow traveling ships.
Ah, okay, interesting. Okay, so
I'll let you write that down, and then I'll go to the next one. Then we've got gut microbes, could also include related microorganisms to mold and fungi. Yeah, I think we have to think that there's a whole ecosystem on this creature. And I think we agreed that everything is bigger. So the bacteria is bigger, the viruses is bigger, so the fungi and the mold, you'd have like forests of fungi.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, fungi forests.
In areas and last time we had said that the miners are kind of damaging the creature. So, there's big like things that are becoming infected in it that might be infected by mold run wild. And then finally, gas farts propel ships with sails in place of combustion engine.
I love it. Propulsion, ship propulsion.
Yeah. So that's, I think, it pop another, if I've missed any, just pop them in again, people.
Okay, so we've got, I love this. We've got eco-terrorists, so they're a much older sort of clade of life, and they are the moon pirates, and then you've got the ring pirates.
Yeah.
How have the moon pirates evolved? What are we looking at? Let's just start spitballing. So I mean, they started a long time ago from the parents that left. So what sort of gulf of time are we talking about here? Are we talking billions of years, or is it much less than that? I think this is really interesting. So
how long ago did the creature go into
They've got a
hibernation?
much greater head start, and they are. So they know about their heritage because they're eco-terrorists defending the child of the gods that departed. How do they know about their heritage? That's quite interesting. That's a question I would ask, because they've evolved after the parents have left. how have they found out about their heritage? That's a whole sheet, I think. That sheet there.
That's a whole,
How they found out
Casper,
about that.
through science. They did it through science.
Well, I mean, if they've evolved and they've got space travel, then I mean,
they've got an evolutionary fossil record.
All they've had to do is infer that. I mean, just off the top of my head, they've just had to infer that something left this baby behind.
Yeah.
But that's quite a sort of leap. And then they're sort of worshipping gods they've never seen or never even encountered.
Because there's the Pooh ring and the Pooh moons, if they clock that that's the same material, then they might be able to hypothesize.
So these are very
creature must have made their planet.
These are very advanced. Yeah. I mean, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at? I mean, we got Kardashev. We're on the Kardashev scale at that point. What is it? Like 2 is harnessing the energy of the star. Kardashev 1 is harnessing the energy of the star, isn't it? Do you remember the Kardashev scale?
No, I don't remember it.
1 is the energy of the star. 2 is the energy of the. It can't be that 2 is the energy of the galaxy, because 3 would then be because there's Planck energy, isn't there?
Yeah.
I can't remember the Kardashev scale.
1 is energy on the planet and store it for consumption. 2 can directly consume a star's energy.
Okay. 3 is galaxy's energy.
3 is galaxy, yeah.
And that is Planck energy, right? The 3.
3, yeah.
And then 4 is the energy of the universe.
Here's a good point from
4 is utterly godlike.
So
where on the Kardashev scale?
So T-Blam says, do they know? It may just be religion as always. You attribute a personality to the planet like Mother Earth or Gaia in real life, and it's just in this story they're right.
They happen to be right. Yeah.
Oh, so they're accidentally correct backward priests.
Yeah, because also they're worshipping potentially gods. That's their religion, but they're not. Those creatures don't have any interest in the Pooh pirates.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say accidentally correct. So what are you? So they could actually be. Can you see the red if I put that in? Is that all right? Can you see that at all?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Perhaps clever enough to understand the origin of the planets and moons, but not clever enough to understand the implication of the neutron star.
Oh, hang on. Clever. Keep it coming. I'm going to write as fast as I can.
Clever enough
to understand.
Origin of the planets and moons, but not clever enough to understand the implication of the neutron star that the parents had fed off it. Is that what you mean, Leon? The Kardashev scale is there.
Sorry, not clever enough to understand
the implication of the neutron star.
Implication of the neutron star. Okay. Okay. So actually, they could just be an extremely long-lived civilization that have not actually advanced as much as they could potentially. They just were accidentally correct. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
they'd be
Kardashev, potentially Kardashev 1.
Yeah.
Harnessing the power of the whatever the world is that they've.
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost at Kardashev 1 ourselves. I think. Humanity. I think there was something I read lately that we were sort of almost at Kardashev 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. And this is these guys, the Moon Pirates.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe conversely, the Ring Pirates are more advanced.
Yeah, or maybe the Ring Pirates. Maybe the Ring Pirates are just rebellious miners then.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, what do people want to do? What's coming through?
See. Oh, there's some.
So our miners were avian, weren't they?
The original miners were avian, and then you had avian robots that were constantly horny because of the aphrodisiac.
Or was it the robots that rebelled?
I think the robots did rebel, and they were also horny. Well, did they rebel
Everyone was
because
horny.
they were horny? I can't remember. This is the problem.
Let me squint at the notes from last time and see if I can.
Yeah. I have a photo of the thing, and there's just all sorts of mad stuff on it.
Well, it's because we had so many. We did it slightly differently, and for every one last time, didn't you? You asked us to give 4 options, and then we picked one. So we're sort of remembering the options that we didn't pick, as well as the options that we did pick.
Well, yeah, and then the magic comes from tying in the options that work together. And I think, I mean, we could do the 4-6, but it seems like people are working fast enough that when people work. So the 4-6, the wild card is for people that just don't know, and they don't want to venture an opinion.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it's not a problem, it's a good problem, is that the audience we have here, they're just firing loads of good stuff at us. We don't need to do the 4-6. We don't need to do it. The stream of consciousness.
And the 4-6 was great when we were just starting with a completely blank sheet of paper in terms of what it was going to be.
Exactly. Yeah, the further you get from that blank paper, the less the 4-6 is necessary, because you've got this fantastic sort of river of interesting ideas just flowing.
So I've got some stuff from our notes. That we have a look at. So you were right. It was the what if it's the robots that are horny is the question at the top right.
Yes. Did we ever answer that question?
Well, I don't know, but I think we did, because the thing underneath it is about how the robots, they weren't spare parts because they couldn't get regular ships because they were stuck. So the robots began replacing themselves with organic parts in sort of anti-cyborg kind of way. And that's what then was making them become horny, because they were being infected.
Right. So they gradually became organic.
Yeah,
so
they're evolving.
But this is on the surface. This is on the surface of the creature, isn't it?
But then
this is not on the
moons.
Yeah, but this is not on the moons.
Not the moon pirates. No, this would be potentially our ring pirates rather than our moon pirates.
Ah, right.
Because they're miners that have,
so post-mechanical.
Yeah, and Mark McGranahan says the robots were trying to put the creature out of its misery. I think. Yeah, I think there was one faction that wanted to just get rid of the creature. There was one faction that wanted to stop the miners because they were damaging the creature, and there was one faction who were still doing the work of the capitalist overlords from outside this solar system.
That's right. All right. So.
And we definitely did have one bunch of pirates, which will now be our moon pirates, that were made of tapeworms. So we have actually found our way back to what we had actually said last time.
Hang on, they were made of tapeworms.
Yeah, because they were made of the
moon pirates were. Yeah.
They were made of they were originally an organism that lived in the parent's poo and have now evolved.
Yes. That's right. Well, I mean, but we have this.
And we've got that. We've got their evolution now.
So we've got a younger group of.
Back to,
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So we've. And that's all right. We're retconning. That's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with retconning if you do it properly. So we've got a younger variety of moon pirates on the ring that are post-mechanical. And you have an older, but conversely perhaps less advanced group who are clever, but they've only accidentally hit on the reasoning behind their existence.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they? They are a clever variety of the immune system. Are they clever enough to? What are they doing? What are they do? How are they? What are they going to do with their existence? I mean, are they the miners, or are the post-mechanical creatures the miners who are stripping the solar system and using it to their advantage?
It was the post-mechanical, so I think there was so the robots were part of the mining operation that then as they.
And I mean, we've got the fart gas giant.
They're on the infant and they're part of that mining operation, and as they start breaking down and need replacement parts, they replace them with organic components that are part of that creature, which awakens them to rebellion and horniness and also sympathy for the creature.
Awakens them to rebellion and horniness.
Rebellion and horniness and empathy. Yeah.
Oh God!
What
a dark triad!
That's how we define life.
and empathy, horniness and empathy.
Yep, and we theorized, we didn't get there, but we
You need that on a
theorized that
T-shirt.
yeah,
Rebellion, horniness, empathy.
yeah, we theorized that the Poo Moon pirates, who are now from further away, but it's fine, they've just taken longer, kind of have come and have seen that there's two factions on the planet. There's the ones that are still mining it for everything it's worth, and there's the ones that are like rebelling and have gone up to the rings. And we thought that maybe they'd come together, and so they've been told the true origin of this creature now.
They've been told by who?
By the Poo Moon pirates, if they've come back.
By the so
the Poo Ring
yeah.
pirates.
The Poo Ring. No, the Poo Moon pirates know the origin.
They know the origin,
correctly deduced.
Yeah.
Yes.
And once the rebellious, horny, empathic robots have gone up, now organic, into the ring, they've been able to make contact with the Poo Moon pirates, and they're now this
contact.
The Poo Ring pirates contact has confirmed the scientific basis for the Poo Moon pirates.
Okay.
Religion.
Right. This is. I believe that the word contact has moved us to the second piece of paper, which is, I'm even changing my pen to, I don't know if orange is going to work, the magical word plot.
Yay.
I was waiting for a special word. Actually, it's not as good, is it? It's not as good.
Not great.
I was waiting for a special word to take you to plot. Yes. And the word contact started the shift to the second piece of paper. Okay. I like that. So we've got I would say contact between the two different types of Poo Moon pirates. Yeah, I mean we've come far. Yeah. Do you remember people were trying to come up with plot before, and I think I said we just gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's already plot. Maybe it's too early. So a sect of eco-terrorists have found out what the baby needs and are trying to reignite the gas giant to make trying to ignite the gas giant to make a second son to help the baby.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. A sect of eco-terrorists are trying...
What I particularly like about that is it's like a more politicized take on 2001, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also speaks to a potential, although we might not, like the reader might not know, that that was always the plan, that these creatures always hibernate like this. The parents have gone, and at some point that gas giant will be used to let them get back into hyperspace. So it's part of its natural life.
That is beautiful. Love it. Always part of the plan.
Yeah, the great plan.
That is beautiful. Always part of the great plan. And so so this is just the part of the life cycle. So
it's just a really long life cycle.
They float there long enough until parts of themselves shed, become intelligent, ignite the gas giant poo, and sends them off into the... That's wonderful. I like that a lot. Really like that.
We did say that the species were older than the universe as well, didn't we? Because they kind of lived in hyperspace. So that's...
Yes, I'd forgotten about that.
That makes this kind of extreme life cycle more feasible. Yeah.
That gets asterisks, which in my notebooks are important notes. That get asterisks, okay, I like that a lot. So we've got the eco-terrorists trying to ignite a gas giant. They're not realizing they're part of the plan. I mean, presumably the moon pirates. Hang on, which one's the eco-terrorists? The moon pirates. Presumably the ring pirates, perhaps, are wanting to stop them.
I think the
would make sense.
The ring pirates are the eco-terrorists.
I thought the.
I thought
I thought the moon pirates because they would. No, but I thought the moon pirates because they were defending the child of the gods.
Yeah, so I think the moon pirates. So I think the moon pirates are the older ones, and they want to help the baby, but the ring pirates have worked it out.
Accidentally helping the baby, but by accident.
Yeah, because they're made of parts of the baby. They've had organic components grafted to them that are from this creature. So they want, but I think there was what we talked about was that there was disagreement about methodology. That maybe the moon pirates want to free and awaken the baby, and maybe the robots wanted to kill the baby to put it out of its misery.
Right. Wait. Okay. We're gonna have to put this in. I'm gonna changing. Oops, sorry.
That was something that we touched on right at the end last time.
Robots want to kill the baby.
Yeah,
because the baby is miserable. The baby is miserable.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, and they can feel that. They can feel that because they're part of it.
Robots want to kill the baby. Put it out of its misery. Oh.
The miners on the planet still just want to keep on mining.
Yeah. Okay.
They're just,
we got the miner faction here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that in the corner, and we can come up with some minor stuff later. So the robots want to kill the baby to put out its misery. Obviously the robots are the ring pirates. I'll put that in brackets. Yeah. I'm going to put ring robots, and the moon pirates want to ignite the gas giant. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they want to save the baby.
Yeah. Or are they doing it by accident?
I think that I'm not sure, but I think maybe the way we've built it is their religion. So we said this is happening over a long time, right? So this is part of the plan. So part of the plan
is the religion igniting the gas giant.
Yeah.
The religion is igniting the gas giant.
Okay. It's a sort of halo sort of thing.
Yeah, but what if contact with the robot ring pirates means that they're doing it too early? That they needed to wait longer for the baby to excrete more, but because they haven't, because the robots as well, and now they understand what's going on, we're going to accelerate the great holy religious plan, but it's maybe too early. That there's not enough there to
so Leon Grotsky says, I think igniting it should be a misguided attempt to help the creature. Yeah, like Stu agrees. And Dragon Magic says turning the gas giant into the sun is an apocalyptic event for everyone involved, really. Yeah. Yeah, Leon agrees
the after effects of turning a single solar system into a binary system. What would the after effects be? I mean, it'd be very complicated, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And how would this affect the creature and the surrounding? I mean, where are we? So you've got to drop a pin when you're writing a book. You've got to decide. I call it boots on the ground. I call it boots on the ground. So my system is build, almost like a blueprint, like we're doing now. And then at some point, you've got to drop the pin, and you've got to say the story starts here. The character begins here. The character starts here and looks around. And boots on the ground for me works because the characters test the world building, but also they test the plot. So where are we dropping the pin? Where is boots on the ground happening? Is it happening with the? I mean, this is really fun. Well, for me, because we're trying to work out exactly where our first character opens its eyes in the book. And who is it? Who's it going to be? Who's our first character? We don't have to open it with the main protagonist. We can open it with whoever we want. But is it going to be someone? I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, like we could start off with someone who knows about what's going on and is trying to stop it. We could have someone who is completely on the periphery, like a miner here, and they're seeing the after effects of what's going on between these two. I mean, you can even have the prologue being from the creature itself. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You could have a scientist that's discovered evidence of this life cycle somewhere else in the galaxy, and so understands a bit more about what should happen.
Yes, very good. Yes, you could have someone in a completely different part of the galaxy watching for the ignition of a binary system and going, oh look, see, they've done it. They've just done what we expected.
Yeah, because that scientist has a theory about the existence of creatures outside the time of the universe.
And maybe all binary systems are this mad stuff.
The birth of the
but what do people want? What do we want? Because I mean, we are working on plot now. I think if that's how people are happy with.
Just in our old notes that we have that might be useful for Roots in the Ground, in that there was a planet of middle managers who were totally unaware of the rebellion. So I'm
deliberately avoiding the middle managers and the miners right now, just because I wanted to know what was going on. I mean, I'm very, very happy to get whole new sheets of wallpaper and go back to the middle. I mean, are we gonna have to do 3 like Jaws 3, the terrible third installment, that
Well, we
are
have to do
just
that one in
about
3D, which is
the
gonna be
middle
tricky.
managers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was just meaning was maybe a character who is unaware of the existing tensions, if that makes sense. So is neither a poo miner nor a
Yeah.
ring robot.
Yeah.
Is neither
So-
of those.
So middle manager unaware.
Yeah.
Just a
I mean,
middle
and then
manager
you've
who's
got-
been
and then you've
sent
got
to
like
find out why
And then you've got,
productivity is
then you've
dropping.
got a kind of standard thing where you go, so and so discovered this tiny thing. Unbeknownst to him or her, it was actually something that could end the solar system itself. You know, you've got classic blurb on the back of a sci-fi book, haven't you? So middle manager unaware.
Like an auditor, basically, right? He's
Yeah.
going to audit productivity and find out why numbers are down. And then this shit is what he stumbles into.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even know the planet's alive. Like,
Yeah, oh no, totally, because they didn't. We said that they didn't, the middle managers. The middle managers are generally clueless for a character, a big bad apocalyptic
in the school, not always.
Yeah, a big bad apocalyptic priest who has ants to blow up the solar system. For
big bad apocalyptic priest, I like that.
The middle managers pop on the planet and are confronted by the rebellion or their remnants.
Sorry, say that last one again.
The middle managers
on priest
pop on the planet and are confronted by the rebellion or their remnants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to go back, Leon Grotsky said earlier, which I didn't bring up, the poo moon pirates believe that the gas giant will scour the surface and nourish the baby, but they have no real proof of that.
Right. No, want to nourish the baby.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does it nourish the baby? Yeah, I mean, we've got the question of igniting it too early. What if you ignite it at the correct time?
I think if you
that's
ignite it
that's
at
giving the baby
time,
enough energy to escape.
To escape from this
wake
plane
up as well,
into
it's
hyperspace.
hibernating just now as well.
Yeah.
So it's energy to wake it up, and then that enables.
Yeah, it's like the transition. It's like a butterfly in a cocoon right now.
And where does it go? It goes off into hyperspace, does it?
Into hyperspace, yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then the life cycle continues.
It continues its life cycle. It leaves its spore elsewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Finds a mate.
Yeah, and
Lives
then
the life of a butterfly.
And presumably stops being so sad, because it's a very sad baby right now, isn't it?
I think partially it's very sad though, because the miners are exploiting it. But
the miners always exploit it, because that's the life cycle. So misery is the life cycle, right?
Well, no, because the poo excretions should their religion, then they should develop the capacity to then discover it and save it.
Yeah, but every
come
creature is going to be shedding this huge ecosystem of immune
and
system.
everyone's going to find it.
Yeah, which is going to like constantly emerge into different interesting. I mean, that they are counting on some. The questions that I then ask are: some of these babies dotted around the universe are going to obviously create a really rich ecosystem of creatures, but what if none of them? What if there must be loads of runts creatures, like babies out there in the darkness that do not evolve the specific type or even just the specific culture that actually works it out? They need to ignite the gas giant. And so some of them must, just like, baby turtles being eaten by birds as they go to the beach, a lot of them must never get a second ignition, and they're stuck there forever. So that's a sad possibility.
That is sad.
And I suppose that would make sense, because otherwise the universe would be swarming with these things.
And if there is the scope for it to either, also, like, it might never happen, or if it happens too early, there's not enough energy, it doesn't wake up, and now the one chance is shot, and
so there could be quite so actually there could be quite a few that happen too early.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. What happens if it happens too late? The baby's just riddled and diseased and is so ill it can't move.
Yeah, that it can't.
So it has to be the perfect. It has to be just right to get all this going.
Yeah. But because they are older than the existence of the universe, this is such galactic timescales we're talking about that you might just get one in our universe that so maybe there are like a few thousand scattered around the whole universe. That's like nothing, because to them they're reproducing over universe after universe after universe.
Oh yeah, if they're in the multiverse, then they are a very healthy population, I suppose.
We've got a lot of chat to go through.
Right. Okay. I'm going to change. I'm going back to red for the chat.
So
what have we got? What have we got?
The
I'm
scientific
excited.
having a theory not about the creature themselves, but about the extinction of multiple other sentient species. Those seem to start to become sufficiently evolved to transmit long distance. I don't know what you mean.
He carries on. Then
okay. Then seemingly self-destroy in the ignition of a gas giant. The theory at the moment is tried to start interstellar travel, and when he sees a symptom that seems to conform to his hypothesis. Okay, so there's a scientist who's seen this before.
Yeah. Seen this before. Yes, I like that.
Here.
And he's come illegally to this system to study the local population. Okay, good. Then there's another one.
I like that.
Yeah. We can include this as other species get more advanced. The living planets get more ornery as their own pupil stage gets more traumatic.
Sorry, say that one again. We can include this.
And you know what that means.
Get more advanced. The living planets get more.
So I mean, I guess I don't know.
I see what they're saying. So as the other species get more advanced, so as the bacteria and the tapeworms and stuff, the living planet, the creature itself, gets more angry and upset because its pupil stage is becoming more traumatic.
Yes. And what are the after effects of that trauma and anger? I mean, there must be. I mean, again, pausing everything, going out into the universe, there must be horrible, rotten worlds which never got their second star ignited. But they keep going. They keep going, and the life around them keeps evolving. And so that would be really interesting to investigate, wouldn't it? The sort of horrible sort of ancient creatures out there that never got to leave.
Or maybe they just die because they're just stripped.
Or maybe they died, and became
because they're just stripped of resources.
Yeah,
because
we
know
utterly sterile husks.
We know that the sebaceous fluid.
Worship this dead.
Necropolis. Yeah.
We know the sebaceous fluid is useful for hyperspace fuel. So if there are
that will
galaxies,
be a finite resource.
A finite resource in galaxies where they've developed hyperspace travel, then these things might just get stripped bare before their gas giant can explode.
The more we do this, the more I realize we're going to need part 3, right?
Okay, so because there's more.
Looking at the clock suddenly. Going, oh my God,
I just looked at the clock and thought we've got 7 minutes. We've got 7 minutes to solve this problem.
So I was speaking more to the miners and whatnot. Perhaps in the past you could see big pods with thriving ecosystems, so big pods of these creatures, but now they're scarce and stay away from civilization.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a nice poetry to that, because the thing that allows civilizations to mess with them is hyperspace travel, which they can only get from mining them. So the more they mine them, the more they can travel, the more they can mine them. So it's the universe is becoming worse, essentially because of capitalism.
Entropy,
which is sort of central to I like that.
Okay.
Interesting. T-Blan's got another idea. Either they just die from other exploitation, or their immune system resets the civilization because the stress stimulates it too much. I think that's fine, T-Blan, for the moon poo pirates, but in this case, the miners have come from outside, and the immune system's just attacking the miners.
If they've come from outside, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to do a whole new sheet.
Oh no.
We can't be talking about the miners on this sheet.
Okay, no miners. Right. Just forget about the miners.
If you're going to say they've come from outside, whole new sheet.
Is that what part 3 is for? Is that for the
part 3 is for the miners, it's for the auditors, and it's for it's for even just slightly advancing the plot. I don't know how many parts we're going to need. I don't know.
We'll just keep doing it. We'll just keep doing it. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do have
In
I've
10
got an
years,
idea.
in 10 years, we don't know where we're going to be with this.
Yeah, because we remember in the first one we talked a little bit about plot, and you stopped us, and that was why they sent the robots. Because they sent the robots because sentient people couldn't cope with being on this living planet, so they had to send robots, which is why they mine with robots. So yeah, we can come back to that.
If we'd started from the plot before, we wouldn't have come up with
No,
some of
totally,
the other
I
stuff.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't. If I'd known we were going to do multiple parts, maybe I should have delayed plot even more. But I think the introduction of the plot now has introduced some really interesting stuff.
101 Colonel says
you can
maybe
introduce
that's
it, then
why
pause
there's
it and do more.
yeah, maybe that's why there's black holes, a universal pooper scooper for these creatures.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, just cleaning out the poo. Okay, I like that. Black hole pooper scooper.
Yeah. Leon says part 4, intergalactic economy. Part 5, we establish magic rules.
Oh, I've got no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Quite happy with that.
Dragon Magic says we're just writing the story at this point. And then T-Blam, the miner and the robot are the unknown variables that gave the possibility to the local population to the means to ignite the gas too early in this creature's life cycle.
So again, I'm deliberately ignoring the local population of the creature. So that's got to be part 3.
That's got to be future part 3.
And so part 3 is going to be middle manager auditors, local population, miners.
I think what he means by local population is the moon pirates.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the. Oh yeah, sorry. The miners are the local population of the.
The religious no, not the miners. The religious moon pirates who want to ignite the gas giant.
Oh no, I'm talking about on the creature.
Yeah, but what Saurus means is that the miners and robots were the external factor that has interfered in the process, and that's why the religious moon pirates might now do things early. Yeah. Basically.
So to summarize, Dragon Magic. Dragon Magic says, "Oh God, who are the moon pirates again?" The moon pirates are.
I'm having this confusion.
The moon pirates
are the older eco-terrorists who want to ignite the gas giant to nourish the baby.
Yeah, and send it in.
The religious ones.
As opposed to the ring pirates, who are the robots who want to kill the baby to put it out of its misery.
Yeah, because they contain part of the baby and can feel its pain.
They feel its pain.
Great. Oh well, that's us. We've got 3 minutes to go.
Rebellion, holiness, empathy.
Exactly. So we've got 3 minutes to go. What do we want to say about this? I think we've made progress. We have made progress.
We've made cracking progress, since last time. I presume none of us knew this was going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen in part 3?
Yep.
That's the fun of it.
Yep. Well,
I'm very happy.
So part 3 is the external interlopers to this solar system.
Yeah,
the
I think the auditor is a huge amount of work. I don't know anything about the auditor, and I'm very interested to hear about the auditor.
Excellent. Yeah. Right. Well, that is us for today then. I think there's still people putting suggestions in, but we're gonna have to keep them for later.
Oh, we'll have to save them for next week or next time.
Yeah, Oh, that's a good one though. That is a good idea.
Oh yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah.
So Andy's
stealing the mine fuel.
Andy's putting the little summary in the comments, so they'll stay there on the YouTube version for people watching this after. So thank you very much for everyone who came along today and contributed to this extreme wildcard world building. I warned
you, it's extreme.
It is extreme, and it's really. I was complaining before we started this that I had like a headache and sinusitis, and that this was going to be really high energy. And I'm pleased to report it's really proved a tonic and perked me up. So thank you very much.
Good. So the cure for sinusitis is extreme world building.
It's extreme world building. You found out here. So thank you so much. It was really fun, as some people are saying in the chat. It was great to have you back on, Casper Tom. Casper Gion, new book out now?
It is indeed. It's The Immeasurable Heaven, set in a different galaxy 3 billion years ago, no human characters. And it is, I'm sort of re-promoting it because it's coming out in Australia on October the 14th.
Brilliant. Excellent. So please do check that out, and we will see you all for part 3 when we will
look forward to it.
explore more of our world. Thank you to everyone. Thanks to all of our Discord community and, of course, our patrons who keep these streams ad-free. Thank you to Andy Leask, my co-world builder today, and thank you so much for your workshop again, Casper. It's been brilliant, and I loved
really
it. I can't
fun.
wait for the next one.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, look forward to the next one.
Good night and caw-caw, caw-caw. See you soon.
Caw-caw.